Guys, today we are doing Captain Underpants and the Preposterous Play of the Purple Potty People. Read Out Loud Part 2. We stopped at Chapter 8, so let's get started. Chapter 8. The Preposterous Play of Captain Blunderpants. Once upon a time, there lived two evil children named George and Harold. I'm bad as well. They had a very nice principal who went by the name of Mr. Krupp. I need to move. Mr. Krupp. Hello, boys. Have a pleasant day. Whatever. One day, George and Harold hypnotized Mr. Krupp. You obey us. Yes, master. They made him think he was an evil villain. You're now Captain Blunderpants. Yeah. Alright. George and Harold made Captain Blunderpants do all sort of evil things. There was a video game system. Okay. And Captain Blunderpants obeyed. Game Station 2000. Toys. Crash. Still was a big screen television. Okay. Crash. I'm so happy I could cry. Me too. Uh-oh. Crash. Soon, George and Harold had the world's coolest treehouse. Do you boys need anything else? Yeah, how about a pizza? Sure thing, masters. And so, Crash. Hold it right there, Captain Blunderpants. You stole TVs, jacuzzis, pop machines, massage chairs, and disco balls. But this time you gone too far, and the chase was on. You're under arrest for Grand Theft Pizza. You gotta catch me first. Soon Captain B was chased onto the freeway. And when suddenly, uh-oh, hey, look out, screech, crash, yeah. The strange mixture of chocolate, peanut butter, and extra cheese combined to create a super powerful chemical reaction. Sizzle, sizzle. When gave Captain Blunderpants amazing superpowers. I feel super. Tra-la-la. Then, here's your pizza, boys. Hey, where's the pineapple? Crash. Well, just think all of the evil things you could do now. With Captain Blunderpants as our evil superpowered slave, we'll be able to get away with anything. Soon the entire world would be ours. Ha. Epilogue. Oh, by the way, whenever Captain Blunderpants hears someone snap his fingers snap. He turns back into Mr. Krupp. Happy swell day. Whenever he gets water on his head, he turns back to Captain Blunderpants. Grrr. Remember that now? Evil Treehouse Comics LLK. Leak. Chapter 9. Not without my hamster and my pterodactyl. I said that wrong. Pterodactyl something. I think our evil twins made this comic book, said Harold. They must have, said George. The artwork is really bad, and I'm pretty sure they misspelled some words. Now let's get out of here, said Harold. Not without crackers and Sulu, said George. George and Harold ran to the window and looked out. There they saw their two evil twins sneaking home, carrying their beloved pets with them. Sulu and Crackers had no idea what's going on, said George. They think those two guys are us. How in the world were they going to stop them? Stop us, asked Harold. Chapter 10. Hypno Horror. George and Harold knew exactly where those evil twins had taken Crackers and Sulu, to the same place they would have taken them, their treehouse. Soon our two heroes dashed home as fast as they could. Then they climbed up the treehouse ladder as quietly as they could. But when they peeked inside, they saw something that was 389 times worse than they ever could have imagined. Their evil twins were hypnotizing their beloved pets with a 3D hypno ring. You obey our every command, said Evil Harold. Yes, said Evil George. You'll be you'll be really wicked from now on too. George and Harold gasped, which is actually not a very smart thing to do if you're trying to go unnoticed. Hey, look! Shouted Evil Harold. Gaspers, get them! Shouted Evil George to their newly hypnotized pets. Crackers didn't move. The dazed Pterodactyl shook his head and looked a little confused, but Sulu immediately sprung into action. He lunged at George and Harold, grabbed them by their shirts, and yanked them to the ground. Hey, said Evil George, those kids look like us. What should we do with them? We can't take any chances, said Evil Harold. Then he called Sulu in a loud and commanded voice. Destroy them, oh wicked hamster! Crackers to the rescue. Crackers did not understand what was going on, but Puckley periodically knew something needed to be done, and quickly. So with a sudden swoosh of flapping wings, pulled from the relentless little paws of their raging robot rodent rival. Oh no! Screamed Harold. Crackers is going to fly us high into the air and drop us. We're doomed. Actually, I think he's trying to rescue us, said Harold to George. But he got hypnotized, just like Sulu, said Harold. Why on earth would he do that? Do the opposite of what he's ordering to do? And how come all of our pronouns are getting isolated, said George. Let's not worry about that now, said Harold. We gotta get out of here. But we can't just leave Sulu behind, cried George. Don't worry, said Harold. We'll come back for Sulu. So the three friends flew to the school and headed up upstairs to the library. Hey, that looks like the Peter Tracius, said Mr. Crook, as our heroes pushed past them. Let me pet him! Let me pet him! Mr. Crook cried, chasing after him. After them, I meant. What did you say? My face? Sorry. Crash! George, Harold, and Crackers finally reached the library just in time to see Sulu and the evil twins smashed through the ceiling with a terrible crash. You losers won't get any away from us this time, said Evil Harold. Desperately, George and Harold and the Crackers tumbled into the purple potty, slammed the door shut, and quickly reset the controls. Mr. Crump and Sue pounded on the door of the purple potty, while George and Harold's evil twins shook the malfunctioning time machine from the side to side. All at once, the orange light started flashing widely, wobbly violently. Then the entire room lit up with an explosive burst of lightning, as the purple body and everyone around it disappeared in a whirlwind of electric air. Suddenly, there was another blinding flash of light. Everyone around the purple body flew off in the directions. Then the purple body stopped shaking and wobbling, and the wobbling and switched into the shutdown mode. Chapter 12. Kablam's. Sorry, I forgot to read that. George, Harold, and Crackers peeked out. Look, said Harold. There aren't any books in this library. We must get back to our own reality. Well, we got to be sure, said George. The two boys tucked Crackers into Harold's boot bag and crept out into the hallway. As they peered in the windows and nearby classrooms, they saw room after room of heartbroken and despondent-looking children. Some were standing in corners, weeping. Others were sitting down on stools and humiliating hats, while still others were writing unbelievably degrading as the teachers refilled through their lunch boxes, stealing all the best desserts. Sentences over and over the chalkboard. Yep, sighed George. We're back to our own reality. I never thought I'd say this, said Harold, but it's good to be home. To the treehouse, cried George. Chapter 13. Purple Party People Unite. Seconds after George and Harold and Crackers left the library for confused beginnings of the alternate dimension, began to stir evil Harold and evil George. Evil Sulu and nice Mr. Krupp stumbled into the center of the strange, empty library, rubbing their heads and looking around curiously. Look, said evil George. This library has no books on the shelves. Said evil Harold. It looks like we entered some kind of alternate universe, as illegal reality where everything is backwards. Backwards, said evil George. We could do quite well in a place like this. He walked over the drinking fountain, splashed some water on Mr. Krupp's face. Nice Mr. Krupp's face. Suddenly, nice Mr. Krupp's confused smile turned into an evil frown. Evil frown. He ripped off his clothes and tie and turned up from a curtain from the nearby window around his neck. Then evil George handed him the bag tuppy, and the pernicious principal stood before them, snarling angrily through his flared nostrils. I'm Captain Blunderpants, he shouted in a thunderous voice. Captain Blunderpants, Sorry. Alright. Chapter 14. The chapter where some stuff happens. Let me turn off the light real quick. Alright. Alright. Suddenly, nice must. Alright, never mind. I already read that. Chapter 14. Some chapter where some stuff happened. Meanwhile, back at the treehouse, George and Harold grabbed some supplies before heading off to save Sulu. "We need our 3D hypno ring," said George, "to change Sulu back to his old self again." "Cool," said Harold. "And we better take the rest of extra strength superpower juice, just in case." "Good idea," said George. Their two friends stuffed their supplies and led periodically into their book bags, and they headed down to the treehouse ladder. "Just where the heck you two think you're going?" asked a commanding voice at the bottom of the ladder. It was George's dad, and he didn't seem very happy. Said George, "we need to go back to school for something." "Yeah," said Harold. We forgot something." Well, it have to wait until tomorrow," said George's dad. We're having dinner with the Hutchins tonight, remember?" "Oh yeah," said George. It's Grandparents' Day. We almost forgot." "Well, you're just in time for dinner," said George's dad. "Go inside and wash up." "But the fate of an entire world is in our hands," cried Harold. "The fate of an entire world can wait until tomorrow," said George's dad. Well, this is the last 2 pages. Chapter 15. Super Supper. After they washed their hands, the 2 boys went to the dining room. George's parents had prepared a big meal, and everybody waited patiently for George and Harold to join them. Harold's mom, sister, and grandpa. Harold's mom and sister and grandpa were there, along with George's mom, dad, and his great grandma. "Hello, babies," said George's great grandma. What have you boys been up to today?" "Nothing," said George as he hugged his great grandma. Alright, that is the end for part 2 of Captain Underpants Book 8 Full Color. Now, part 3 is coming out tomorrow, which means I think it's the final part. I don't know, but yeah, stay tuned for part 3. It's tomorrow, so maybe today. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.